Hello guys, welcome in today's crypto technical analysis, and today we're going to discuss the BTC and Ethereum price actions. Bear in your mind, the support and resistance lines are totally changed. I really hope that you enjoy and learn from this video. As usual, I will provide a key educational content. The disclaimer is down below if you want to read it. So these levels will help to take your own trades. In the last 24 hours, we saw a massive correction or dump in the market, and that was totally unexpected. If you had a stop loss in place, you're being already stopped out. Now, without wasting a time, let's start. Starting from the BTC. BTC under the weekly time frame, as you can see, in the last week, I mentioned that we're supposed to close above 59,900, 60,100 level. We saw a 20% plus dump without closing this weekly candle. So I would say the weekly time frame is still healthy and bullish. When we look into a RSI, now we've been following this RSI for some time, and RSI at the moment is below 70 level. We predicted this movement. We said it's going to go up, retest the 70 level, and then we'll go up. So this price action gave us our first target level, which was 64,900 level. And from there, we saw unexpected dump. As a result, market saw a 20% correction. Moving on to a daily time frame. So in the last 3 days, we're seeing these red candles. And when we look into RSI on the daily time frame, still we've been following from the beginning of the January that RSI kept printing a lower highs. As a result, we saw a correction in the market. So you saw already RSI since the beginning of the January, price action kept printing a higher highs. So for me, under the daily time frame, without losing $43,000, I would consider the daily time frame is healthy and bullish. Moving on to a 4-hour time frame. If we're going to do a recap from the last week, we've been following this parallel channel, and lower line of this parallel channel is supposed to act as a support. And as you see, 250-minute candle came and we saw this dump in the market, and we don't need this parallel channel anymore. In the last video, I mentioned that this level is supposed to hold, which is 59,500 area. And as you can see, even I said it, we're going to go all the way up. As expected, we went up dollar to dollar, week to week, tested 62,400 level, and then we saw a dump in the market. So as you can see, we came all the way down to 59,500. It seemed like under 2-hour time frame we entered in a consolidation. However, I said 1-hour time frame, if we're going to get a rejection, which was highly likely, and 1-hour time frame will go under the bear zone in this area. And I said clearly under 2-hour time frame we will see a consolidation. However, even though during the consolidation period 2-hour, 3-hour and 4-hour time frames looked extremely healthy. Moving on to 2-hour time frame, you can see number of 2-hour candles held perfectly, retested again the resistance, came back over 8 hours. You see these candles played around here, and then the last candle came and managed to break, and we went all the way down to a 51,500 level. Depends what exchange are we looking at. So these levels are old support and resistance levels, and we don't need them anymore. So we have a new support resistance levels. So at the moment, 1-hour time frame is under a consolidation zone. As long as we're going to stay below 58,300, then I would consider that 1-hour time frame will be under the bear's control. 2-hour time frame. In the next 48 hours, we might go even now, break this resistance. However, it won't be a convincing, and that will be fake out. We will come back to this level. In the next 48 hours, if we're going to manage to break under 2-hour time frame, the upper line of this resistance, then we are good to go. Because I do work with the time factors. The time factor is important than the price action. So 2-hour time frame is under the bear's control. 4-hour time frame. Before we move on to 4-hour time frame, if you want to learn all this technical analysis, what I'm showing, and if you want to become an independent professional trader, or you're interested in the institutional trading system, you can message me via Telegram at Magnate8, and one-on-one intense mentorship is available. It only takes you 5 to 10 hours to master. The system will cover scalping, i.e. day trading, swing trading, and long-term trading. Moving on to 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame at the moment is under the bear's control. As I said, in the next few days, if we can manage to stay above this upper line of this resistance line, and we are good to go towards the north side. However, it is too early for me to talk about it, because as you saw what happened in the last 24 hours, the 4-hour time frame is under the bear's control. At the same time, I'm expecting a price action to test the second support level. This minor support, I'm not paying too much attention to it, and highly likely we're going to be testing 53,050 level and 53,950 level. However, paying attention, 53,000 is very important. And if you remember, in this region we had a resistance 59,800 and 60,100 levels, and as you saw, we've got a number of times rejected. Once we managed to break this resistance, as you saw on the 13th of April, then we reached to our first target level of around $65,000. So that was a very important resistance that we followed in the last nearly 1 month. The same level with a very important of high time frame support, and that matched with our very important level of the Fibonacci level at around 53,050 level. And this is very important. If we're going to lose this level, then highly likely we will see a further dump in the market. However, it is early for me to talk about it. I will see how we're going to consolidate around this area. Again, once we're going to retest this area, highly likely it should hold, and then we'll see how the price action will react. As long as 1 hour, 2 hour time frame from here, once we're going to get rejection, 1 hour, 2 hour time frame gives a bullish signal, and then we are good to go towards the upside. So at the moment, as I said, we are under 1 hour, 2 hour, 4 hour time frames are under the bear's control. Moving on to Ethereum, let's do some recap for the Ethereum. In the last week, most of the time frames were on the bullish territory. However, with the BTC dump, we saw a dump in the entire crypto market. In the last video, I mentioned that this level supposed to hold. However, I didn't pay too much attention to this level, and this was actually a reverse zone. And as you see, I didn't put my support level down below. It played out perfectly in the previously resisted, supported, and supported again. However, in the last video, I only covered up to this level. And as you can see, only the wick actually went outside of this box. You see it? The bodies and then remaining candles closed above 2040 level. But again, it was an expected 23% plus dump in the market from the Ethereum too. We don't need these old support and resistance lines anymore. These are going to be our new support resistance lines. The current condition of Ethereum is much more better than the BTC. The weekly and daily time frames are bullish, and we don't need to talk about it. 4 hour time frame is in consolidation zone. In the coming 48 and 72 hours, if the bulls break and stay above this resistance zone, we are good to go towards the bullish territory. However, at this scenario, Ethereum is not ready. At the same time, BTC highly likely will test our second support. Moving on to 2 hour time frame. As soon as we couldn't manage to break this level of lower line of this resistance, 2 hour time frame went under the bear's control and tested week to week, body to body rejection from the upper line of this resistance. I'm going to show that in a minute, and we went again down to the south. 2 hour time frame is under the bear's control. So the same idea applies. In the next 24 to 48 hours, if the bulls appears and stay above 2270, we are good to go towards our next target zone. It's going to be the recent all-time high. 1 hour time frame. Under 1 hour time frame, once we stayed below 2380 level, around this level, and we went all the way towards the bear territory. So at the moment, 1 hour time frame is heavily under the bear's control. Within 12 to 24 hours, if we're going to manage to break and stay above this resistance line under 1 hour time frame, then we are good to go. Lower time frame starts giving a bullish signal. So as you can see, this line is very important. Under 1 hour time frame, you can see all the wicks got rejected right from this level, upper line of this resistance. If we're going to look into a half an hour time frame, you can see clearly again, bulls are failing to break this level. The same applies on the 15-minute time frame. You can see it, 15-minute time frame, same scenario applies, which that means the timing is very important. So you saw it, 15-minute, 30-minute, 1 hour time frame, 2 hour time frame, as well as 4-hour time frame, 3-4-hour time frame, which is 12 hours, got rejected right from this resistance line of 2270. And this is actually a time factor, where this resistance zone is controlled by the scalpers as well as the swing traders. I didn't go to the higher time frame, and I've got a higher time frame resistance at the same level. I'm repeating it again. This level of 2270 is very crucial and important level, and that's being controlled by the scalpers, swing traders, as well as the long-term investors. If we're going to manage to break and stay above this level, then we move on to a bullish territory. So you saw it clearly, all time frames, from the low time frames, mid time frame, higher time frame, we got a rejection right from this resistance. And this resistance, as I said, is very important for the Ethereum in the coming next few days. And we already reached to our support level 1, and I'm expecting this support level of 2075 and 2040. I can extend this level all the way up to 2020 level, and these levels are extremely important because, again, same as a BTC, high time frame horizontal support levels are located in this area. At the same time, we're going to be facing very important Fibonacci level. If we're going to lose this level, then it leads to a trend change, and I do not believe that we're going to hold this support number 3. But it is too early to talk about it. I will be watching closely how the 2000 level will hold, whether it's going to hold or no. Highly likely, in the second time, we should hold, and we should see some sort of consolidation around this area. If we're going to get under 1 hour, 2 hour time frame, a bullish scenario, then we are good to go, and we will be facing again this resistance. Stay tuned, it will be updated via Twitter or in the next video. We came to an end of this episode, and if you guys enjoyed it, do not forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, I will see you in the next video.